Hey guys, was out shooting today, and you guys know I've hit on this before. It drives me nuts when people come out and trash the place. I always take stuff home with me, my stuff, plus other stuff. But as I was driving out here this morning, there's a bunch of volunteers, and I'm out here with Brian with the DWR, and they're doing a lot of cleanup. So I just wanted to talk to them and kind of relay some of the info of why it's important that we keep this stuff clean. So some of the aspects we talked about were environmental impact, the stewardship, and various other things. So why don't you just tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, well, we're really fortunate. We got about 80 guys out today. Many of them almost all of them are hunters or target shooters. Some of them are just volunteers that just heard about us coming out and they came out to just help. But basically, we're all just concerned about some of these really popular areas that we love to shoot at. That with the number of people that come and the things that get shot, the trash basically just gets collected and is just piling up everywhere. And it has an impact both for wildlife. The more plastic and paper, and there's mattresses and all kinds of glass and things like that out here. That's really just not good for wildlife in general. But it's something that isn't really great for our stewardship of the land either. We, as target shooters and hunters, we need this area. We need these places to enjoy what we do. And the dirtier they get and the more stuff that accumulates, the less likely we are to have access to these kinds of places.
That's one thing we talked about earlier, is a lot of you guys back east I talked to, and I was like, it takes me 2-3 hours to go to a shooting range, and for me it's fun to get out and run those dynamic drills. I can do that out here, so how lucky I am to have this. But if we don't take care of it,
it's pretty easy for areas to get really used like this, with this much garbage that's laying around, and have a land agency just basically say this area is going to need to be closed because it can't sustain this level of impact anymore. Today we've picked up, it's more than just clay pigeons and shot shells. We've picked up TVs,
right?
Like I say, mattresses. There's been just boxes and boxes and boxes of just random things, stuffed animals and stuff that actually could be shot and taken back. That old adage of pack it in, pack it out.
Right.
That's just a great way. And these volunteers that are out here helping today feel that they'd love to keep these lands the way they are, and come out and shoot and enjoy it, and not have to step over big chunks of glass all the time. And it's amazing how much stuff accumulates
quickly.
Yeah, very fast.
I've said this before, but I come out to these spots, I shoot and I clean up, and I make it look pretty decent. I've got a little Ford Taurus, so it's hard for me to take out a lot of trash, but I do. But I come back literally the next week and I look at it and go, what did I do? Because you can't tell a difference. I've had my kids out here, and literally by the time I got home, I had to dig out a piece of glass from his finger, because that's just how much crap is out here. It's you guys know it's a hot topic with me, and it really gets under my skin.
It's amazing. Even just this morning, some of the guys that came out, we start picking up, and you go a foot and you pick up the area, and you go another foot and you've got half a bucket full.
Yeah.
And they said at first glance it just didn't seem like there was enough here for 80 people. And now they're all changing their minds, saying, well, we could spend all of our time in this one little spot,
in this one little area,
in this one little tiny area all day, and probably not see a huge change. But and that's it. You bring up a good point, that sometimes we feel like if I pick up a bag today when I'm out, somebody's going to come tomorrow and there'll be just as much stuff again. And so what's the point?
What's the point?
And really that is the point, is that somebody cares enough to pick up a bag. And yeah, it's nice to have days like this where we have this many people, and we're gonna have probably 15 truckloads completely full of stuff today. That makes a big impact, and I guess I'd say, I would encourage everybody, pick up stuff as you go, those cans and bottles and things that just are laying there, so that our kids don't have to see it.
Yes.
And so we don't have to see it. But if you want to get in on volunteering with groups like this, our division's website, the wildlife.utah.gov, we have a volunteer page that's loaded with projects. And right now we have probably about, this time of year, maybe 60 or 65 different projects, this just being one of them. And you know, we love teaming up. The Bureau of Land Management, Forest Service often do projects like this, and all you got to do is let us know you're interested, and we'll make days like this happen.
Okay, and I'll put, especially for you Utah guys, I'll put the links. I'll research it, I'll find it, I'll put it so it's easy to find. I know a lot of you have expressed interest to me about helping out in these matters. I mean, I'll show you, I'll roll in some bee footage, but you know, I've got a trash bag that I keep in my car just for occasions like this, so I pick up. I've got a trash bag full, and that's good. That's meaningful. Now, if we all start doing that, it's a really big impact. And also what I want to show you is what these guys have done out here today. And I think visually it will give you an idea of just how much trash is out here. And they're in one little area. They haven't, I don't know, how much ground do you think you've covered today?
Maybe a square quarter mile.
Okay.
Maybe.
And we'll show you what they found in just that small of an area. And they're still
And we're still going. Yeah, we're
Still
only
going.
3 hours into it.
Yep.
So yeah, we're still going. We have one more site we're working on. We split half our guys up on. They're down near the lake.
Yeah.
But apparently they've got it as much or more than we have. So
a little
doing
easier to
good.
get there.
they're doing good today.
Oh, good. You guys know I have a lot of kids. I've got 5 kids, 4 of those being boys, and my girl expressed interest of wanting to come out here and shoot. And when they get older, I want this place to be around for them too and their kids. And if we're going to have that, we have to take care of the land. It's our responsibility, not the state's. In my mind, it's our responsibility because we're the ones using it. I mean, we all have a piece in it, but if we don't take care of it, it's not going to be here down the road.
Yeah, I appreciate what you're doing. This is great.
Well, thanks, Brian. I really appreciate it. We'll get this out there and hopefully get some more eyes on it and go from there.
More stewards.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
great.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Welcome.